Welcome back to the Game of Two Halves. A big cheerio to some of the folks in the chat. Santino Mamoni, it was great to catch up with you at Karaya. I did spend a little bit of time at Karaya, but Vesko Bigovic, I'm sorry I couldn't hang around. Family circumstances forced me to leave that little bit early, but unfortunately I didn't get the Karaya goal, but I did manage to get the Altona City goal nonetheless, and before the rains just absolutely opened up. But that was on Saturday. Let's talk about what happened yesterday at Hume Reserve. And this is an absolute pleasure to welcome to the Game of Two Halves podcast tonight's special guest, SHIANNE Rossellì, the American import from Galaxy United, Geelong Galaxy United, and also the scorer of 6 goals against Glen Waverley. SHIANNE, welcome to the Game of Two Halves podcast.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm very well, but definitely not nowhere near as well as you. 6 goals. Congratulations, first of all. And how did you see the game? Like it just went, you just kept scoring and scoring and scoring goals.
It was a great game for the team. We went into it obviously wanting that win, but a big priority was goal differential for us. So as many goals as we could get, that was kind of what our goal was that game. So that was a big influence on that, was our forwards just kept going to goal. Yeah.
Well, we've got some footage there of the goals. And were you surprised at like you had some very, very good service coming to you from the midfield and coming particularly from the flankers as well? Were you surprised with the ease that the ball was coming to you? And look at that nice little back heel there. It seemed to have all the time in the world and well placed and just kept you calm. But yeah, how did you find? I don't know, the opposition, were they just very, very blasé? I mean, they are near the foot of the ladder. Or was it just the girls were really, really pumped to just do very well yesterday?
I think it was a combination of both. Obviously, we came out strong as a team. A lot of the assists for my goals were from all different players. So there were some great passes from Aya, Bella, Lily, and Maddie. So they all had a huge involvement in that. I just kind of happened to be in the right place at the right time for a lot of them and was able to finish. But it was a huge team effort to be able to get to that point. We, we were finding feet, doing the things that we were supposed to do. So it was a good team effort to be able to get all those goals.
Yeah, absolutely. And you seem to be striking up a very good partnership there with Ayaseno, the Japanese import. She's got, 29 goals. You've got 21 goals. Between the two of you, you've scored 50 goals. That's incredible for any combination, but it's becoming such a potent strike force. What's it like playing with Aya up front?
It's been great this season. We're able to play off each other really well. We have a similar style of soccer, so that's definitely helped with each other. But it does a great job of making those runs down line and getting the ball across. That's how a lot of my goals have been scored this year, was she's able to take people on down the line, get to the end line and cross it back. Also, because she scores so many goals, a lot of defenders tend to go to her, leaving me open, or vice versa. People will come to mark me, leaving her open. So it's been really nice having both of us up there, able to kind of dominate in scoring. So.
Now that brings me to the next question, I guess. And you mentioned that the attention that A is getting, that deflects it off you and vice versa. As the season has progressed and as opposition teams and coaches have discovered, what they're coming up against, have you noticed there's been a lot more closer, I was going to say person marking? Has there become a lot more of that close contact where the defenders really are trying to stifle your open play?
I noticed it a lot for Aya in the beginning of season. She just was on fire with scoring goals, and you could tell as games went on that other teams are recognizing that, and they were starting to man mark her a lot more. So that then gave me more space. At this point, I mean, we're both doing well up there, so you can man mark one of us, but then the other one's going to be open. But there's definitely been more pressure on each of us, I think. But that's when our midfield comes into hand, or our outside defenders, outside mids. They've done a great job too of finding that space when defenders tend to close in on me and Aya. So.
Yeah, let's talk about the league first of all. So if we bring up the competition ladder there, Brunswick Juventus, they've been promoted through to through to the NPL competition, NPLW competition. They've got a bit of a Geelong connection there. Laura Sporanovic, well known to the Geelong footballing community. She's a member of that team, and Essendon Royals as well. They've been the two real standout teams. Take those two teams away. Obviously, they seem to have really been head and shoulders above the rest. You then, as position number 3. What's been the overall standard of the league for you personally? Because you were playing in the Icelandic second division prior to coming here. So how did you find the standard of the league to your liking?
I think the biggest difference really has been the style of soccer, especially compared to the United States. It was definitely more tactical, I'd say, and here there's a lot of emphasis on the physical side of the game. So that's something that I definitely had to adjust to when coming here. So that's probably where I've noticed the biggest difference between Iceland, the United States, and here is just the style of soccer and what the focus is at practice and things like that. But yeah, the physical side has been a huge difference. It's extremely physical here compared to other countries that I've been in.
What about the technical side of things? Are the players here, have they got as much skill or not as much skill as, say, in the United States where you're quite familiar with?
In the United States, there's a huge emphasis on the technical side. We also have the option to train a lot more. We train 6 days in season, 5 days out of season. So that does make a huge difference just because we're playing together so often. We have a lot more time to work on different aspects of the game. We also spend all day together. I mean, we're up in the morning for lifts. We have meetings in the afternoons, practice, games on the weekends. So we just have that opportunity to really grow together as a team and also focus on those other parts of the game. Whereas it is a little bit different here. We aren't training quite as much or we don't have those opportunities to train quite as long or as often. So that does definitely make a difference for the technical side.
Yeah, and I guess the Galaxy team is very different to last year's Galaxy team. There's been many comings and goings. And has it taken a while, because you're only training, 2-3 times a week, to kind of gel a lot longer than maybe if you were training 4, 5, 6 times a week?
Yes, I definitely think it does make a big difference. That's one of the things in college too. You tend to have the same team. I mean, we'll have incoming freshmen, but overall, your core part of your team is the same every single year that you're there. As this is my first year here, so obviously it was a new experience for me. But having new people come in and out every year is going to make a huge difference. It's going to take time to build back together as a team, to learn how each other play. So that definitely makes an impact as well, the amount of training that we're able to do.
Yeah, well, you certainly come at a good time, because I'm sure that people would have told you some of the change room facilities and the club room facilities at Hume Reserve 2 years ago were nowhere near as what they are now. Now they're absolutely fantastic. But what about lifestyle here in Australia? Are you enjoying it here, or are you looking forward to the off season to go back to America?
I've been loving it in Australia. I've had a great time. I have nothing but good things to say about the country, the people I've met in the club. Galaxy has been amazing. All the coaches, teammates, everything. Like I said, nothing but good things to say. The last 7 months have gone by so fast. I can't believe season's almost over. It's insane. But I am excited to get home and see my family and my friends and things like that too. But yeah, nothing but good things to say.
And where is home? Where is home in America?
California.
Oh, so it'd be a lot warmer than it is, and what it can be down at Hume Reserve. I was out at Hume Reserve on Saturday for the Coria game, and when it started raining, it was quite cold actually. But you rug up and you get used to it. But SHIANNE, what's the plans for next year? You hopefully will be staying in Australia, hopefully at Galaxy.
I haven't figured out exactly what I'm doing next year yet. My focus is still just on this current season. Just making sure that we do everything we can to hopefully make it to playoffs this year. So that's definitely where my focus is right now. But yeah, nothing but good things to say about Galaxy. Definitely an option moving forward. Like I said, it's just been a great experience between the coaching staff, teammates. Joey G has been an awesome part of it as well. So
yes, Joey Giacomazzo. Big shout out to Joey G. When he found out that you were on the show tonight, he sent me a nice little message about the background to the signing and his involvement in the scouting of it, and the involvement of one of the coaches from Melbourne that passed on the details. So luckily he did pass on those details to Joey. So well done to Joey. But a bit of a break now. I think next week is a catch-up round, and then the following week, Geelong Galaxy has a bye. So he won't be in action until September the 3rd for the second last round against Eltham Redbacks away. So it's a bit of a break, bit of a chance. Will you guys still be training as per normal? Will there be any practice games or anything like that, or what's John Diaz, the coach, got you doing to sort of keep you fresh?
We'll definitely still be training throughout this time. I don't know of any practice games that are currently set up, but that could always be a possibility. But yes, definitely still training, still preparing, being ready. We have to win this next one. So that'll be our priority this next game, is to make sure that we come out with the win. So yeah, not letting down these next few weeks.
Awesome. SHIANNE, once again, congratulations on your 6-goal haul. What's that called? A double hat trick, is it? That was brilliant effort on the weekend. We certainly look forward to seeing you bang in more goals over the next couple of games leading up to the end of the season. And we certainly hope you'll be staying put at Hume Reserve for next season as the assault on the VPLW title next year. That will take us to the NPLW, where Geelong Galaxy rightfully belongs. Good on you. Thank you for joining us.